about our home education program and our curriculum. In case anybody is interested in perhaps adding something, helping your child to develop better skills on top of their education at a public school, or if you're thinking about alternative education and you want to maybe homeschool your child. So let me introduce you to my curriculum. And I've been using this curriculum for many years, and my home education, my homeschoolers actually outperform their grade level on the national norm test. So let's start off with spelling. And I always believe that success requires discipline, consistency, and structure. So we do this on a regular basis. So the first book I want to introduce is it's called Spelling Connection, and it's published by Xander Blosser. And Xander Blosser is also well known for the National Handwriting Competition. And I was so proud that one of my homeschoolers in the past won the state handwriting competition. So I was really happy about that. In this book, it supports, by the way, I am teaching 6th grade. So this is a 6th grade curriculum, by the way. And I do believe in supporting handwriting, penmanship, and cursive. So as you can see that it has cursive, and all my homeschoolers have to write in cursive. So you got the spelling here. This book also supports vocabulary. So it's connections to vocabulary, helping the students develop that, which is great. I love this, connections to reading. So the same concept, they're taking their spelling words and they're actually using it to support their reading. Now, whether you're being homeschooled by me or being tutored at my schoolhouse, what my goal is to develop higher thinking skills for students, not just to help them get how to read and answer some multiple choice questions, but to teach them the skills and strategies to develop higher level thinking skills. And even if you ever have taken an IQ test, an intelligent quotient test, they're not really looking for whether you can read fluently or if you can solve some math problems, but they want to see how well you're able to process, analyze, and come up with the correct answer. So I love analogies. Analogy is a really good way to develop higher thinking skills, critical thinking skills. And this book supports that because, for instance, analogy is a comparison, but you have to, for this example, it says progress is to growth as talent is to. So the first thing the student needs to do is it develops the student to be able to think, pay attention, process, and analyze in order to get the answer. So they have to see the first set of comparison. What is the connection between progress and growth? The student has to recognize that there is a similarity. Progress also means growth. So look at talent. They're looking at the second set of comparison, and they're saying, well, if these two are similar, I have to find a word that is similar to talent. And the answer is aptitude. And in addition to analogies is making inferences. In reading, sometimes they ask you a question, but the author did not directly state it in the text or the passage. The student has to be able to read the text, understand it, and then also come up with their own personal experience and knowledge to infer. So they have to, based on the information that was provided in the text, along with what they know, maybe a connection to real life experience, they can infer. In addition to that is context clues. Context clues requires the student to be able to, if they come across a word they don't know, they have to be able to read the sentence and see if there's any clues within the surrounding sentence, the surrounding word that will help them find the meaning of that word. In this case, fill in the blank that supports the sentence. Spelling connection also supports writing, so grammar, mechanics, so they support that as well, and I love that. So this whole spelling book supports writing, reading, vocabulary, and spelling.